Hello, hello, hello. Chrissy here with a not quite spooky special. Now, of course, the spooky specials are all about having a look at places that are a little bit spooky. Might be a bit haunted here or there. Oh boy. So I haven't really thought of any place to start out with, but let's have a look. We will find Google Maps. It's a lot easier when I had two screens to work with, but I don't. Let's have a look at where's something haunted. Okay, let's have a look. Haunted places we'll go to Queensland, hey? Let's have a look at Queensland. Brisbane. Breakfast Creek Hotel. Oh, Bugger Road Jail. That's supposed to be really, really creepy. Webstead House. How about we have a look at that? Webstead House. Let's see. Webstead House. Queensland. There's only 11 photos. Now, hi, Geek. Yeah, hi, Warrior Girl. Yeah, me too, Geek. Hope that you're safe and warm. This is a not quite spooky special. So, if you've got some maps available or, Google Maps or something available, you can go and have a look at the house. And it's Webstead House, which is in Wellington Point, Queensland. I don't know anything about the place, but it is going to be. Hi, Leslie. Yeah, up for late night for spooky special. I'm looking at a place in Queensland called Webstead, Whepsted, Webstead House in Wellington Point. And I'm looking at that. It's supposed to be haunted. Now, I don't know anything about it. Okay. It is quite a large house on Webstead Manor, it's called, on quite a large estate. It looks like it's got some tennis courts there. So it is supposedly haunted. I don't know anything about how it's haunted, but I thought we'd take some photos. Your house is haunted, or Warrior Girl, even though it was saged by a local Native American tribe, mostly in the basement, and trips my bro and sons whenever they are disrespectful to me. Can I tell you who it is? Wow. Okay. I can try. Now, just remember, I used the cards to tell me the story here. I'm not a medium. I don't consider myself a psychic who can get in touch with the dead, or, that's why I've seen some unusual things in my time. I don't consider myself, I definitely believe in the paranormal, but I'm not an expert. So you've saged the house, but if your brother or your sons are disrespectful, they get tripped up. That's really interesting. Let's have a look. I'm going to use the Goblin Market Tarot. Hi, old spirit heart. And if you have a spooky story you want me to read on, you know, I will look at Wepstead House or Wepstead Manor before we wrap up. But I'm going to use the Goblin Market Tarot for this. I think they're like otherworldly enough, these cards. Who, spirit, with thanks in advance for your help, can you tell me about who is in Warrior Girl's basement? The house has been staged. I don't think okay, and is it especially any male who disrespects you, or just anyone who disrespects you? Yes, the USS Hornet. Very familiar with that. Yes. Okay, but who is in Warrior Girl's basement? The Five of Cups. There's a sense of loss and regret here, which is what this card is about. It's also a card of transition. So they're not ready to go yet. But yes, I know all about the Hornets, just the males. So if males disrespect Warrior Girl and they go down in the basement, they get tripped. They tend to trip or fall over. It's definitely a protective spirit. Doesn't mean it's a female spirit. It could be another male spirit. Yeah, Three of Cups. Supportive. I feel like whatever has accepted you as part of what they still regard as their home. And if people disrespect you, they disrespect their home. So there's no sense of causing harm, but there is sense of saying consequences have action. So you disrespect someone and there will be consequences, you know. So it's sort of like learn your lesson. I don't think it's a female, really. I think it could be a male spirit, but there's regret. Possibly didn't feel as supportive people, his family enough when he was around. So I don't think you have anything to worry about. I don't think he would bring it. Any real harm would happen to anybody. But it is just a way of saying, don't disrespect my house by disrespecting those who are in my house. There's definitely an element of regret there. Like, wasn't supportive enough when they were alive. I don't know. But there for support. I don't think any harm will come to anybody. But yeah, Rick. I can use the pendulum, certainly, to check. Okay. Pendulum. Is this entity in Warrior Girl's apartment, is it her father, Rick? I'm asking the pendulum. Yes. The pendulum is saying yes. So here's the reasoning behind it. Yeah. So it being his son and his grandson, it wouldn't do anything to hurt them, but they should know better. Yeah. Okay, has anybody else got something they'd like me to check out? I know the Hornet. I know the full story of the Hornet. I've seen lots of shows on it. The original Hornet was sunk in World War II. My husband's building a model of it for a friend, including the Doolittle planes. This friend, his father actually served on the Hornet during the Doolittle raid. So it's a very special thing for him. That's the one that sunk. Yeah. Okay. So I know a lot, not just about the Hornet, the original Hornet, but also about the haunted one. So, yeah, it is a special ship for sure. What about Devil's Pool in Babinda? Oh, I'm getting chills on that one. The Devil's Pool in Babinda. I have heard of a pool in Babinda. That's in North Queensland. I'm familiar with the area around Babinda. Devil's Pool. Is the Devil's Pool in Babinda haunted? Yes. Okay. Is it haunted by a settler? No, it's swinging into no. Is it haunted by an indigenous spirit? Yes. Again, I get the feeling that if you go there with respect, you'll be fine. Don't disrespect the environment there. I do feel it's a very eerie place. I haven't been there. But it is, oh, I think I've heard stories growing up of, yeah, lots of people, like quite a lot of people drowning there. Okay. Mm. Yeah, so it's drags men in. Mm-hmm. Is the spirit responsible for the high number of drownings? Pendulum is saying yes. Yeah, they disrespect themselves by not taking things as seriously as they should. Even without this extra element, such places as the Devil's Pool are dangerous. They are dangerous in the natural world, just in and of themselves, you know. So add in something that is in the supernatural, yeah, it is really wise to act with caution. Okay, the Devil's Sea. The Devil's Sea off the coast of Japan. Ships disappear. Is it due to a natural phenomenon? Yes. You know that there's a theory of methane bubbles bubbling to the surface in areas in the Bermuda Triangle, and that causes huge big displacement of water and stuff. And it's a theory that many of the ships are due to this occurrence. Um, so it's possibly the same thing in the Devil's Sea. There is so much, we know more about what's in the outer universe than we know about what's under our seas, what happens under our seas. Okay, has anyone else got something they'd like me to look at in this spooky special? I'm going to have a look at Whepstead House. Whepstead House, Whepstead Manor in Brisbane. There's a dog on a tree there. I know you guys can't see it. 1874 it was built. Wow. Hmm. Yeah. I don't know. I'm thinking, I like to get the feeling of someone walking this, there, the other. It's supposed to be very haunted, but I don't know. If Whepstead Manor is Whepstead Manor haunted? We'll use the pendulum. Is Whepstead Manor in Wellington Point, Brisbane, haunted? Yes. Is it haunted by more than one spirit? Yes. Okay. So I have some more cards here. Some that have numbers. So the card here has numbers 0 to 9. semicircle with 0 to 9. So Wepstead Manor, it is haunted according to the pendulum, and by more than one ghost. Pendulum, can you tell me how many spirits haunt the manor? Pretty well swung straight into 2. 2. Both spirits men. No. Is one spirit a woman? Yes. Is the other spirit a child? Let's have a look. Swing it around. Set it in a circle. Is the other spirit at Wepstead Manor a child? No. So one male or one female spirit. Okay. So let's have a look at the cards and see what the cards can tell us about these 2 spirits at Wepstead Manor, Wellington Point, Brisbane. A cunning man. This is a magician, somebody who manifests things. This is the magician card. This is a powerful person, somebody who had great power. Possibly the owner. I don't know the history of Wepstead Manor. I've never heard of it before. But I'd say this person is definitely, possibly the person who built it even, who manifested it. What about the other person? The one who stayed behind. Now, the one who stayed behind is an extra card. Now, the Goblin Market Tarot has a couple of extra cards in it. Okay. The one who stayed behind, it's a woman from a poem who turns away from risk inherent in visiting the Goblin markets simply due to being ultra cautious. Okay, so this is somebody in the poem. The one who stayed behind watches and waits for her sister. So she's one of the sisters from. So this could be someone who is waiting for somebody's return. Hi, Sherry French. So we've got two spirits at Wepstead House. One is possibly the original owner, the person who built the place. Very cunning man, very smart man who manifested the building. And then the one who stayed behind. And this is the woman. someone who's watching and waiting for somebody's return. Of course, this is very tragic because whoever she would have been watching and waiting to return would be long past. You might see a figure out a window or walking on a deck. I'm not quite sure. And happy birthday, warrior girl. Okay. Who else has a ghost story for me to look at? And it's not quite spooky special. I think we'll go for a few more minutes, but I think we might keep it down to half an hour. But I've really enjoyed this. So who else has a spooky story or a spooky experience they want me to look at and explore? So if nobody else has something they want me to look at or some place they want me to look at, might wrap up the spooky special. Thank you for joining me. I hope you've had a little bit of fun. And I will be back tomorrow morning, 9:30, for the members only live. So keep an eye out on the comment section for that. And yeah, so might just wrap it up now. Thank you very much for joining me, and please look after yourself. Now, tomorrow morning, members only live. But remember, Tuesday night, my time, same time as tonight, 9 o'clock. Again, it's going to be like only half an hour because I do have to work the next day. Tea time. We can look at a little bit of celebrity stuff if you like, or, you know, a little bit of gossip. Yeah, just have a little bit of fun, something a little bit different and away from the usual stuff we do. I hope you've had fun tonight, and I'm going to sign off now and saying good night. Love you all. Stay strong, stay happy, stay healthy, stay loving, and above all, stay laughing, my darlings. Bye-bye.